close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Guess what? Today we are going for a school trip. Yes, here in Norway they take us to school trips outside town. We are going today Sunday. We are coming back on Tuesday, and I'm so excited to see Lillehammer, which is where we are going. So join me on this lovely school trip.
Listen, that it's not so bad.
This is our pickup point, Town Hotel Opera, and I'm actually quite early, but I didn't know where exactly this place is, so I couldn't risk getting late.
To the left, you can see there are birds sitting on many of these poles. The anglers, because they eat a lot of the trout. What's below in Norway should be allowed to stay here or not.
We are in the museum and it's so cool. So on the walls you get a description of what happened. So this is like Norwegian history. They've preserved everything and it is so beautiful. This is not a real person, guys. Yeah, so oh wow, like I really love how they've preserved things here. So beautiful. It's like how they used to live their lives, how they used to get food. It says farming was introduced to Norway around 400 BC. People grew oats, wheat, raised sheep and cows. Knowledge of farming methods came from southern and eastern and central Europe. Agriculture marked the beginning of the late Stone Age. And we can see like somebody farming, not a real person, of course. Iron found in the bogs was the beginning of a new era. Better farming tools and craftsmanship turned nomads into settled farmers. Sharp axes and swords begot boat builders and conquerors. Wow. This literally looks like a real horse. Beautiful. Oh, do not touch, and I just touched. Should read instructions first. And when you enter here, like, can you guys hear a baby crying? It's like they've made sounds here. This is like a house setup.
You can play defense now up until your dying day. But tell me if it's still a win if no one wants to play. it's not so bad. You take this for granted, now that's what you say. Confronted with the truth and all you do is turn away. Though we may not quite agree, it's never too late to change. I find it hard to believe things are just better this way.
Guys, today I've experienced the richness of Norwegian history. So we are now going to the hotel. This is the sitting room and a dining room, then the kitchen. We have a fridge. This is the bathroom.
But tell me if it's still a win if no one wants to play. Can't think of a way for you to see the light. But up until then I just was dying on my bike.
So guys, we've come to this pond to swim. It's currently 8:30 p.m. at night, although there is the light, but the water is ice cold and I'm so scared, but my classmates are doing it, so why not?
Hard to believe.
I just had the coldest swim of my life, but it was amazing. I couldn't record it, but guys, first of all, the pond, because it's not a swimming pool, it's a pond, is the coldest water I've ever been to, but it is also like so refreshing, but you can't do it for long. Just dip, swim kidogo, and you're out. So now we are going to the sauna to warm up, and then we can go to bed. It's been amazing. Morning guys, so it's day 2 of our trip. We've had breakfast and made some lunch, like we made our own lunch, like carrying bread and something, whatever you want. We are going to the mountain area of Lillehammer today and I'm excited.
And it's not so bad. You take this for granted, now that's what you say.
Going on a hike, climbing this mountain. I'm excited. I've actually never been on a hike before. Coming from Kenya, I expect a national park to have wild animals, giraffes, lions, but it's so different here in Norway. Actually, this park called Langsua National Park is all about nature. It's a nature reserve. Basically, they reserve plants and protect the landscape. Almost at the top. I made it. So tired. The landscape in this area has a long history of pastoral farming, and there are grazing lands for domestic animals, which is helpful in contributing to a unique diversity of plants and birds. Actually, there is the bearded bellflowers, which grows in the light open spaces in this region, and this is the only region you'll find that bearded bellflower in the northern Europe, so it can only be found here. So this whole place promotes biodiversity in Norway, and it's honestly so beautiful to see, and also was an amazing perspective for me to see that a national park can actually be for conserving forests and land and biodiversity and birds. It's not only for wild animals.
But up until then I just was dying on my bike. Though we may not quite agree, it's never too late to change. I find it hard to believe things are just I find it hard to believe things are just better this way.
This is what we were having for dinner today. For dessert, we had this thing. It's like ice cream, but it's not ice cream, and it was really nice. Guys, can you actually imagine? It's 7:18 p.m. right now. The weather here really fascinates me. Like today in the morning, it was very cold. Like I had to put on 2 jackets. By the time we were going to the hike, it was hot that I was just walking in a top. Right now the sun is also out and it's 7:18. We played a lot of games with the classmates, got to know each other, and it was so much fun. And the following day we went to visit a waste treatment plant. Here we got to see how they treat waste and how they use the byproducts to make different things like biogas. And also they explained to us a project that they have, which is a reuse project where people get to bring items they don't use in their homes, items that are still good enough to be used by someone else. So you bring them here and someone else can come and buy at ridiculously cheap prices. Guys, I wanted to carry this mirror home, but then I didn't have a means of transport to carry it. It would be so much work. But there were so many cool things that I could actually carry home with me, or even send to Kenya if I had the means, because like these are quality things. It's so amazing. Oh, I loved it.
You can play defense now up until you're dying, babe.
Learned so much,
Tell me
and so many things I admire from this place. How they produce biogas that they actually sell from food waste. It's amazing. And also how they have that reuse tent where if you have stuff in your home that you no longer use and you think someone else can use it still in good condition, it's put in the tent. They sell at very ridiculously cheap prices, and they actually told us we can take whatever we want and bring home for free, but I couldn't because I don't have space for it. I'm not gonna go in the train and bus after this carrying mirrors or whatever. So it's been quite an amazing learning experience, and so much that I think Kenya can learn from. Another byproduct that really amazed me that they get in good quantity is fertilizer. They give the farmers fertilizer to use on their lands, a byproduct from here as well, like really fertile soil. Whew. Amazing. Kenya, I think we have, and Africa in general, we have a lot we can adapt. We also visited a research center where we got to see different breeds of potatoes. It's interesting to learn how they farm in Norway, considering how cold this country can be, and also considering winter. And I got to learn quite a few things about farming and especially potatoes. It was so interesting for me. Also, I included here a clip of my classmates. They were so amazing. This was my birthday, and my brother-in-law had called the lecturer to surprise me. So when I got to class this day, they just sang for me. I really have amazing classmates, and I'm grateful. Thank you so much for watching the video. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to be notified next when I will upload a video. Thank you for watching. Kwaheri.